What's up there, guys? Dibalen Football Channel, Kaiser Chiefs Football Channel, football from the fans' perspective. Welcome back, welcome to our new video, second video of the day. I decided let me do this one just after the one I did of transfers. I decided let me do this one. There's a very interesting comment in the video that I made with regards to Khune. I think I posted 5 days back, and people were like, okay, we enjoy your comments. And there was a lot of interaction in the comment section. Some people were just didn't enjoy the fact that you come hard on Khune. They're fans of Khune. Like, I am a fan of Khune, but I think every player has to be viewed and has to be spoken about objectively. But yeah, there's a very prevailing comment that to me was so intriguing that sort of said, okay, let me respond to it. It drew my attention a lot. It was around language. Someone's like, okay, we enjoy your channel, we enjoy your content, but yeah, your language is not good. You should just stick to your mother tongue. Okay, fine. For me, yeah, language, for me, what purpose does language serve? For me is communication. But the most important thing is the message in the language. That's the most central part of languages. That is the carrier of information, is the carrier of communication as to how people interact with you, how they interpret what you say, and how you interpret what they say, and how they respond. All that is carried through language, and that's what language means to me. And mastery of language is not the aim, according to me. It's not the aim. Mastery of language is not the aim. It's mastery of communication. That's the most important thing. That you need to communicate and you need to be clearly understood when you communicate. That's one thing that is very much important to me. Yes, it might be important how you deliver your message, but the most important thing is the communication part of it. Are we making sense? Are we contributing towards the game? Are we contributing towards the channel? Is our contributions, are they making sense? That's the most important thing to me. And the master of language is for academics, is for teachers, is for people. I think lawyers as well, they need to master the language because their work deals with language, with interpretation. One thing that we need to bear in mind is that there's a thing that we call specialized language. Specialized language is a language for a certain discipline. If you speak about doctors, they have a specialized language. Something simple like a pen, it might be, someone might say differently who's a doctor, and someone who's a lawyer might say a pen, still communicate the message that this is a pen, but in a much more different way because of specialized language. This is one thing that is very much important. Like in football language is a specialized language. You need to understand it. It's not just simple that you just throw words there and there. Football is a specialized language, and one thing that I like about football is that it is very much evolving right now. If you watch the trends, if you follow the trends in football is very much evolving. And as football is evolving, you see a lot of inventions of words, a lot of specialized words coming through. And one thing that we didn't know was the other thing, what is called gegenpressing, the one when the club pressing, if you know it, just after losing the ball, the 5 seconds after losing the ball, you need to press very high. If you don't manage to receive the ball back again within the 5 minutes, then the 5 seconds, then you can relax and go back to your structure. It's called gegenpressing, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, there's something that I heard from Timo Werner of Chelsea when he said he's playing as a left 10. Like position number 10, but on the left as a left 10. So there's a left 10, there's a left right. When I was developing and growing up, I knew that there's 2 number 8s, a left 8 and a right 8. Before there was only 1 8. So there's a specialized language in football that I think that is one thing that I need to know. That is one thing that I need to improve on. But to say master of English, I don't think that's the aim of it all. It's not to master the language. The aim is to master the communication in the language. And that's the thing. That's the thing. And the thing, if you go to Europe, if you go even in PSL, guys are struggling with English. And because English is not so important as a language. It's just a carrier of information, like I said. And it should not be elevated as something that sort of measure our intellectual standard or our intelligence, or something that that serves as to say this is how far the person understands this kind of a subject because of their way of being able to speak English. I don't think English is meant for that. I don't think any language is meant for that. There's nothing special with English, there's nothing special with Xhosa, there's nothing special with Sotho. The most important thing is that is the carrier of information. Yes, the carrier of culture as well. So to strive and master language also is to strive and master the culture of the people of that language as well. So that's one other thing to me that comes. So that's why I'm saying it's not my aim to master English. It's my aim to improve in my content. There's one thing that I want to improve on in my content: the understanding of tactics in the game analysis, game summary. Doing the pre-match. They call them. They call them. Yeah, I just forgot the term they call them. But doing pre-match previews. Stuff like that. Those are things that I need to master. Player reviews. Those are things that I want to master. Transfers. I need to understand better on transfers to be able to know how to get information, how to use that information, how to release information. And then, there's other, developing terms in football that I need to know. Developing, trends in football that I need to know. There's new things in football that I think it is of much more urgent that I should know them than to master the language itself. Honestly, people don't complain when a white man can't speak English. That's one other thing that I've seen. That people don't complain. Look at in Europe, for instance, and look here in Africa as well. Look at how Joseph Zimbao of Orlando Pirates and most of Germans, in fact, because I'm a Chelsea fan, you listen to Germans, Thomas Tuchel, you need to listen to Timo Werner and others. Their language is not so nice, it's not so proper. Their grammar, their pronunciation and other things, they are not so perfect. But what is most important about them is that they understand their work. Germans understand their work and they're very thorough in their work. And that's what makes them to be respected, not their master of language English. And you go in Europe, you go in England. In England, people hardly complain when some guy from South America comes, can't speak English. He needs an interpreter like Marcelo Bielsa. He needs someone to explain from France, like other players from France. There's never been problems around that. The most important thing is the content of what the person is providing, is the content that we like, that we are interested in. And that's one thing that I want to grow in. So yeah, I appreciate the comments on on language, and I take them, to be honest. Improving on language is not, I'm not ridiculing it. I'm not saying it doesn't really matter. It does matter, but it's not the most important thing. And yeah, it's at the end of the day, not my mother tongue. I'm not good in my mother tongue too. I'm not good in my mother tongue. I'm very bad in Xhosa. Like I said, I grew up in Eastern Cape in a place just next to Lesotho. So we speak a mixture of Sotho and Xhosa, and it's very bad. If I can try and speak my mother tongue here, a lot of people will be confused. And yeah, otherwise, I appreciate your comment. I appreciate all those that have subscribed. I appreciate your support. Tribal Football Channel, Kaizer Chiefs Football Channel, football from the fans' perspective. You know what it is.